So, good morning to all of you. Today, I'm going to start with the last chapter, that is PowerPoint presentation. Open Office Impress, basically, that tool you have, that package, Open Office package you are following, that only I'm going to start with. Before that, let me complete some theoretical part which is given in the beginning. What is presentation? What are the examples of presentation graphics? What are the different steps to create a presentation? And what points you should keep in mind while creating a presentation? First thing, whenever you want to show some data to a big audience, it's very difficult to convey it verbally to them. It's better you show it through visual aids. You can show it on your monitor, a small screen, or a projection device can also be used for that purpose. It depends to what level of audience you have, how many people are there. If a small if it is a small number, then you can go with your monitor only. A small computer display screen can be used. But if a large audience is there, in that case a projection device will be better, and it will help the presenter also, since he or she will be showing the things parallelly on the screen. It will help them to explain the things clearly to them. So, presentation graphics are basically tools or softwares which helps people to create visual or professional looking visual aids which help them to describe a content clearly to the audience. So examples we have, earlier you must have done that Microsoft PowerPoint, which was a part of Office Suite, and today we are going to use Open Office Impress, which is part of Open Office Suite, which is a free software, open source software, for which you don't have to acquire a licensed version. You can download it freely and you can use it. Other examples are also there, like CorelDRAW is there, which can be used for making any multimedia graphics, and we have Macromedia Director. So these examples are given in your book. You just underline it from there. Next comes what points you should keep in mind while making the presentation. Any presentation, if you are going to start with, first target the audience. What type of people you have, to whom you are going to show the presentation. Like if you are making a presentation for people living in rural areas, don't use complicated language and try to use more bright colors in the presentation, more graphical images in the presentation, so that we can make it interesting for them. Okay, then don't leave spaces here and there. So first and foremost thing which should be there in your mind is what type of audience you are going to show your presentation. Then text, too much text you should not use, and spaces here and there, what type of alignment of data should be there, so that it will be interesting for all. And then comes from where you should start making the presentation. First thing, which way you are going to start with. Are you going to use a predefined template where all the designs, colors and everything is predefined, or you are going to start the presentation from scratch, that is from beginning. Each and everything will be decided by you only. Then you will start creating the slides. Then you will customize, means you will start making the changes in the slides. Then you will add illustrations, means if you need some speaker notes and all, you will start adding to that. And finally, you will start making the slideshows, means your presentation is ready to show to the audience. So let's start with the practical of this PowerPoint chapter. So once you will open this Open Office Impress, this is the first screen which will open, and it will help you wizard by wizard, means different dialog boxes will appear, and where you have to make selections. As I told that you can make a presentation from scratch, that is an empty presentation, or you can use predefined designs from templates also. And the third option, if you have already created a presentation and if you want to make some changes, you can open existing presentation. So since we are new to it, we are going to start the presentation with an empty presentation. That's why I have selected this option. After this, you will click on next button. On the next screen, it will ask you, yeah, these things in PowerPoint you had to select afterwards. No doubt here also you can make changes afterwards, but these things in advance will also be asked. Like if you want to give any presentation background, you can choose it from here only. Suppose I am choosing blue and red gradient, then I'll click on that. Sometimes it works very slow. Give it some time, it will come. Okay, so suppose I have selected this one, then select an output medium where you are going to show it on screen, overhead sheets. Like if you are using a projector, there are type of sheets you need to choose. So accordingly you will make the selection and then click on preview is here. You can see the preview, accordingly you can change it. It takes time to load it. Okay, then click on next button. There it will ask you, do you want to provide any slide transition? Slide transition means when one slide comes to screen and the previous slide leaves the screen, in between if you want some movement to be there for for audience only, some effects. When one, remember this line, when one slide leaves the screen and another slide enters the screen, in between if you want to provide some effect, that is known as slide transition. And with what speed? It should be slow, medium or fast. Three things you have to choose here. Effect, if you want, suppose I wanted to wheel clockwise, one spoke only, then it should be very slow. I'll choose it from, you can see the preview, slow. And presentation type, it should be default, like whenever I'll press enter key, then only the next slide will appear, or you want it to be automatic. Automatic means you will decide the duration of the page, that after this much seconds the next slide should appear. Like I'm going to make it duration of page to be 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds the next page will appear. So this type the selections will be made. Once all these made, so 3 steps came, and after that you will click on create button. Now the slide will be created. Presentation will be created. Let it come. So here it is with all the options which you had selected. Clear? Now let me describe the contents of this first opening screen. Here the top bar, as I have already informed you, that in every window the top bar is known as the title bar, and that bar will consist of the name of the file. Here I haven't named my file till now, that's why the default name untitled one is being shown. Then name of the software. Remember, every presentation file will have the extension .odt. Okay, .odp. ODP. Like for writer we have ODT, for slide spreadsheets we have ODS, and for this we have ODP. So if you are saving a file with the name, a presentation with the name ABC, the full name of the file will be shown as abc.odp. Remember this thing. In PowerPoint, which of Microsoft Office, it was PPTX. So every file, depending on the type of software you are using, it will have different extensions. That is the secondary name of the file. Just after this title bar, we have the menu bar, where all the menu items are there: file, edit, view, insert, format, tools, slideshow, window, help. Next to it, we have standard toolbar, where for all the options which are available in menu bar, small icons are available. Okay, like this one for new presentation. If you want to start with, you want to open an existing presentation, you want to save a presentation, so all these options are there. Next we have, this one is the formatting toolbar, where all the formats related to the slide can be changed. Then we have this pane is known as slides pane, and this is known as the task pane. Okay, this is known as the workspace or task pane, and this one is the layout pane where the different designs for the slides are available. Designs means in what way the contents are placed on the slide. So those designs are available. I'll show how it can be selected. Okay, so remember, on a slide, the small dashed boxes are known as placeholders. So we have how many placeholders? 2. And this type of slide where 2 placeholders are there, where on top it is written click to add title and here it is written click to add text. This layout is known as title and content layout. Same way we have about 12 this slide layouts which you can choose. When you will move the mouse pointer, you can see the name. Like this one, we have title content over content. This one title plus 4 content. If I'll click on that, same moment the slide layout will change. So we have the title and how many contents can be placed? 4. This one with 6 contents. I don't want this, I can choose for something else. Title and 3 contents. They here title and 3 contents, but placement is little bit different. Here the small content pages are towards right hand side and in this one towards left hand side. So according to your requirement it can be selected. This is layout pane, this is workspace where the slide is being shown in a big size, and this is the slide pane. After that we have the drawing toolbar from where different shapes can be made. Okay, if this bar is not visible, what you have to do, you will go to view, there toolbars option will appear, toolbars, here it is, and drawing toolbar, make sure it is ticked, then only this bar will appear. Then we have the status bar which will show on the slide on which page, which column number, which row number you are working with, which slide number you are working with. So these things are displayed on which bar? Which bar? Status bar. Clear to all of you? Yeah, one more bar I am leaving which is very important. This is the slide view bar. Means there are basically about 5 to 6 views of every slide, and by default we work in normal view of the presentation, where the presentation, the first screen is divided into 3 parts: first, second and third. First is the slides pane, second one is the workspace where the slide is shown in the big size, and last one is the layout pane. Clear? If you want to change the slide view, you can click on, suppose I am clicking on outline. Outline is that view of the presentation which will show you the headlines, means highlighted text on every slide. Since I haven't typed anything, that's why it is showing this thumbnail of the slide only and nothing else. Okay, so this way it can be shown. Next, notes. If you have added some notes to the slides, you click on notes pane and you can see the notes here. I want to add for this particular slide, I want to add, this is the title slide of my presentation. You click here and you can type the note about that. Last one, this one, handouts. A copy of presentation to every person in the audience, then you have to take the printout. For taking printout, it will make an arrangement that on a single A4 size, how many slides can, instead of taking single slide on a single page, this type of arrangement can be made. How many slides it's getting printed? 6 slides on a single page. So printout will be taken, and suppose you have 100 pages, so you don't have to take 100 pages printout for every person in audience, every member of audience. Number of slides, like 6 slides are getting printed on a single A4 size page. Last one is slide sorter. This is the view where all the slides of the presentation are shown in small icons, from where the sequence can be changed. Like this is slide number 1. If I want to make it slide number 2, I will drag and drop to slide number 2's position. Okay, this will be shown practically. So by default we work in the normal view of the presentation. So these are the basic things about a presentation you must know. Now let's start making a single slide. One slide I have created and I want to change the layout. I want this layout to be there, or this one. Suppose this layout I want, I will click on that. Then to click on this title, I am giving here monuments in India. So in capital letters I have to give. So monuments in India. Clear? Here, if you want, like I want to place picture of Taj Mahal, I'll write here Taj Mahal. And here I'll insert the image. For that, click on image icon, insert picture, and if you have Taj Mahal's picture, here, wait, let me see if I'm having. Some pictures I had downloaded. Suppose this one I want open, it will be placed there. Okay, so you can increase its size if you want. This way it will be done. Spelling, you click on that and add that letter. Okay, so first presentation done. If you want to insert another slide, you go to the slide pane and right click on that and click on new slide. Click on this, a new slide will get inserted. Here I don't want this layout, I want to change the layout. Just click on the layout which you want and it will be added there. Suppose this one is set. I want to change its background or the design. What I have to do, slide design. Remember here you have to make the steps. How to change the slide design? You just go to format. There you will get the option of slide design. Click on that. Here, click. Then presentation backgrounds. Whatever style you want, suppose glacier I want, which was asked in the beginning. Now, if you want to change that, click on OK. It takes time to appear. And then OK. So, brown I had selected, it has been added there. Click here and anything. Boy, I have one image of boy, that's one. Boy, this way you can give. Okay, now if you want to, I don't like this color combination, so I have to change the background. For that, what I have to do, format page. There all the background, if the by default the first tab is selected, that is page tab, you have to click on background tab. Okay, click on background tab and then on this option you can choose, do you want a solid color, do you want a mixture of more than one color, then different textures if you want, then you will go for hatching, and bitmap images, already predefined backgrounds are there which can be selected. Okay, so if you want gradient option, click on that and choose the style. I want this one, I'll click on that and then OK. No, only for this page I want, so I have selected. Now to insert an image, go to, if I am having that placeholder of an image, directly by clicking on that, as I did in this one, like if I am choosing this layout, here I'll click on insert picture, picture will get inserted. In case you don't have that, you click on this insert menu and from there you can choose the option picture. It will ask you, do you want to scan it if you have a scanner, or from a file. From file I want, I'll click on from file and there all the images, suppose this boy's image is there, click on that and it will get inserted. Okay, just use these bullets to increase its size. This way, done. Yeah, now just click on outline. You can see the highlighted text only. So outline view shows the titles and subtitles. Then notes, I haven't added any notes, so no notes will be there. Then handouts, how 6 slides on a single page will get printed. Slide sorter, this is the first page, this is second. I want to change the sequence. Then simply by holding down left mouse button, drag it to the place. I want it to be first one, I'll leave it here. It will become the first slide and the sequence will get changed. Again to change it, drag it to the location and leave it. Okay, this can be done from the slides pane also. I'll show how. Go to normal pane now, normal view. Here in the slides pane also, drag it and keep it on the location where you want to change the sequence. So this way the sequence of the slides can be changed. I have duplicated the slides, that's why 4 are coming. Slide transition, if you want to see or you want to change, let's use that slideshow. Go to slideshow. Here slideshow, shortcut key F5, click on that. So this effect we had provided. Second, third, it was repeated, that's why it's coming. And to break in between, use escape key, you will come. So next class I'll be taking other topics and I'll be giving one assignment along with this video which you have to write in your copies. So thank you and have a nice day.